Stop everything you're doing because what you're about to hear might just shatter the entire country music world. Forget love songs and perfect smiles. Jaguar Wright has just dropped a nuclear bomb that could turn Nashville into ground zero for the biggest celebrity scandal of the decade. Is Keith Urban, the golden boy of country charm, secretly hiding a baby that isn't Nicole Kidman's? And who exactly is Maggie Baugh, the 25-year-old rising star who suddenly vanished from social media the moment whispers of a studio affair began? Coincidence? Please. If you believe that, you probably still think Hollywood marriages are built on true love. Sources, yes. The kind that conveniently appear when chaos is about to erupt, claim that Keith's creative sessions with Maggie got a little too personal, and that there's more than just a new track coming out of those late-night jams. Jaguar Wright isn't mincing words either. She's calling it what it is, a cover-up, dripping with money, manipulation, and the kind of lies that could make even TMZ blush. So buckle up, because if this story is even half true, we're not talking about a broken marriage, we're talking about a broken industry. Let's rewind for a second and lay the whole messy story on the table. Because what Jaguar Wright just unleashed isn't your average gossip, it's a full-blown industry detonation. According to her, the sweet southern charm of Keith Urban might just be a mask hiding something far darker. And the key to that secret? A young, talented guitar-slinging artist named Maggie Baugh. Now, on paper, it looks innocent enough. Two musicians bonding over their shared love for country harmonies and creative expression. But behind those jam sessions and perfectly staged smiles, Jaguar claims there's an entirely different melody playing a secret relationship that allegedly produced more than just music. And if that isn't scandalous enough, she's hinting there's a baby involved. It's a child hidden under layers of NDAs, hush money, and backstage whispers. The story first broke when Jaguar went live at the ungodly hour of 3 a.m. Because let's face it, nothing good ever starts after midnight. Tan dropped her now iconic line. Y'all really want to know who Maggie's baby daddy is? It ain't no random roadie. Within minutes, the internet caught fire. Screenshots, snippets, and grainy photos started circulating faster than a country hook in a karaoke bar. Suddenly, every old clip, every awkward on-stage glance between Keith and Maggie became evidence. Fans began dissecting interviews like forensic analysts, zooming in on body language, matching tour dates, and replaying live performances frame by frame, convinced that every lyric Keith sang was actually a confession in disguise. And while this chaos brewed, Jaguar Wright kept pouring gasoline on the fire. She claimed to have receipts, voice notes, even medical documents connecting Keith and Maggie, though she didn't exactly flash them on camera. Her followers didn't care. In the world of viral gossip, proof is optional. The drama is the proof. The more outrageous the claim, the faster it spreads. Tabloid blogs started churning out stories by the minute, complete with ominous headlines like Nicole's Nightmare and Maggie's Secret Tune. And speaking of Nicole Kidman, Jaguar made sure to drag her into the storm too, hinting that Nicole wasn't just aware of the affair, she'd been complicit in keeping it quiet. She knew, Jaguar declared during another live stream. Her sunglasses reflecting the screen light like a villain in a noir film. She's been the silent partner in this lie. The statement alone was enough to send social media into meltdown mode. People began speculating whether Nicole's recent solo appearances at events were subtle cries for help or strategic damage control. Meanwhile, Keith Urban's PR team stayed silent because what can you even say when the internet has already decided you're guilty? But in the court of public opinion, silence isn't peace, it's an admission. And as Jaguar Wright's followers grew by the thousands, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a rumor anymore. It was a wildfire, and nobody seemed ready to put it out. As the smoke thickened and social media raged, Jaguar Wright doubled down, turning her live streams into nightly truth sessions, where she claimed to be unraveling the country music world's dirtiest cover-up. This time she came armed with what she called exclusive insider details from people who were there. She dramatically put it. According to her anonymous sources, The supposed affair began during the recording of a charity single that was never officially released. The excuse was creative differences. But Jaguar alleged that the project was shelved for a far juicier reason. Someone got too close, and someone else got too nervous. She painted the scene vividly: hotel suites booked under fake names, long private studio hours, and even an off-the-record weekend in Nashville that, according to her, ended with a secret that could rewrite country music history. By the time Jaguar was done telling it, it sounded less like a rumor and more like a Netflix true crime special waiting to happen. But the plot thickened when she dropped what she called a leaked report. Allegedly came from a clinic in Miami where, according to Jaguar, a well-known country artist had arranged prenatal checkups for a friend under a pseudonym. The name on the file: Marilyn B. Coincidence, or cover name for Maggie Baugh? You already know what the internet decided. Within hours, self-proclaimed digital detectives on Reddit were cross-referencing dates, comparing handwriting samples, and even tracing supposed flight logs showing Keith's private jet landing in Miami exactly 3 times that year. The conspiracy map grew so wild it looked like something straight off an FBI corkboard. Jaguar, feeding off the chaos, teased that there was even a birth certificate floating around somewhere, though she never produced it. Still, her tone-dead serious conspiratorial, loaded with insider confidence, was enough to keep her audience hypnotized. And then came the whistleblower. Hey, a so-called former tour assistant popped up on TikTok, claiming she'd seen things that could end careers. She described late-night arguments, unexplained absences, and a mysterious crying baby backstage during a private Keith Urban performance. Whether it was real or fabricated didn't even matter. The internet ate it up. Within 24 hours, clips of that interview had millions of views, spawning dozens of reaction videos with titles like "Jaguar was right all along" and "The hidden child in the country scene." Meanwhile, country music radio stations started quietly pulling Maggie Baugh's tracks from rotation, citing unrelated scheduling decisions. Sure. And people started wondering why Keith suddenly postponed his upcoming appearances. The timing, of course, couldn't have been worse. What had started as whispers was now full-blown digital hysteria. Jaguar Wright had done its she'd managed to turn the unthinkable into the undeniable. Whether any of it was true was beside the point. The story had become too big, too viral, and too deliciously scandalous to stop now. And if you thought things couldn't get any worse for Keith, well, part 3 would prove otherwise by the time the scandal reached its boiling point. Keith Urban's carefully crafted image as country music's golden boy was hanging by a thread. Jaguar Wright's followers were now calling themselves The Truth Heard, claiming they were exposing the lies Nashville doesn't want you to know. Every day brought a new leak, a blurry photo of a man who looked like Keith holding a baby in a hospital hallway, an alleged voice note of Maggie tearfully saying, "He promised me it wouldn't go public," and a supposed document stamped with confidential. None of it was verified, but by then, verification was irrelevant. The digital courtroom had already reached a verdict: guilty. Entertainment outlets couldn't resist either. Headlines screamed phrases like "Keith Urban's secret," "Baby scandal explodes," and "Nicole's silent revenge." Even gossip podcasts jumped on the wave, dissecting every theory, every facial expression, every lyric from Keith's latest single as if decoding a hidden confession. Jaguar, now riding the biggest viral high of her career, claimed that major record labels were trying to silence her. She even hinted that she'd been followed, saying, "If anything happens to me, y'all know who did it. It was pure performance." But her audience ate it up, flooding her comment sections with prayers, theories, and declarations of loyalty. Meanwhile, Keith and Nicole's camp finally broke their silence, but not with the clarity fans expected. Their joint statement was brief, polished, and suspiciously vague. "The recent rumors circulating online are baseless and deeply hurtful to our family." No denial. No explanations, just words that sounded more like damage control than truth. The internet interpreted that as confirmation. Within minutes, hashtags like "Keith confirmed" and "Nicole knew" were trending worldwide. Every PR move backfired. Every attempt to downplay the story only fueled the conspiracy further. Even Maggie Baugh, who had stayed completely silent since the story began, couldn't escape it. When she finally reactivated her social media, her first post, a simple black and white selfie captioned, "Still standing," was instantly bombarded with comments like, "Show us the baby." "And where's Keith now?" "The baby." "And where's Keith now?" And then came the supposed legal fallout. Tabloids claimed Keith's management had hired crisis firms, while others reported that Nicole had consulted divorce attorneys in Sydney. There were even rumors that record executives were preparing for contractual consequences. Paternity results were ever confirmed. Jaguar Wright, naturally, seized on all of it. In a dramatic live stream that drew over 500,000 views, she declared, "This ain't gossip anymore. This is a reckoning. Hollywood, Nashville, y'all better buckle up. Because the truth always crawls out, no matter how deep you bury it." It was the perfect climax to her ongoing saga, part soap opera, part scandal, and all spectacle. And as the dust settled, one question still lingered. Was any of it true? Or had the world just witnessed how easily a viral story could destroy reputations without a shred of evidence? But then again, in the world Jaguar Wright thrives in, truth doesn't sell, controversy does. So what do you think? Did Jaguar Wright actually uncover the truth? Or is this just another perfectly staged storm to keep the spotlight burning? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story's far from over. And if you want more explosive exposes like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next bombshell.